Yes, I'm back. And today I would like to talk about the corrupt fuckery that's going on with the Alton Sterling case. And I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. The brother who got gunned down about a month ago by those race soldier savages. Of course, the article is in the description. You can check it out for yourself. I'm going to read to you some of the article. It says, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a federal judge has ordered officials not to publicly release an autopsy report on the death of Alton Sterling. The 37-year-old black man was shot and killed during a struggle with two white police officers last month. A Louisiana coroner said Tuesday. East Baton Rouge Parish Coroner Bay Clark told the Associated Press during a telephone interview that he also is prohibiting from releasing a copy of the judge's order sealing his office autopsy report. Clark said he signed the report on Monday. A cell phone video of the deadly encounter circulated within hours of Sterling's shooting, which along with the shooting of a black man in Minnesota triggered nationwide protests. Clark said this was the first time since he became the parish coroner in 2012 that a court order has sealed one of his office autopsy reports. He said he customarily consults law enforcement authorities before publicly releasing an autopsy report for death under criminal investigation, aka the stink of a white supremacy lie, and cover it up by saying we're going to criminally investigate this. Fuck out of here. Digression and continue. Clark announced last month that the autopsy showed Sterling died of multiple gunshot wounds to the chest and back, but he hasn't disclosed any other details of the office findings. The Justice Department is investigating Sterling's fatal shooting outside of Baton Rouge convenience store just after midnight on July 5th. Said a spokesman for Baton Rouge-based U.S. Attorney Walter Green's office said the agency could not comment on the judge's order due to an ongoing civil rights investigation. A Washington-based spokesman for the Justice Department Civil Rights Division wouldn't comment or say whether the judge sealed the report as the department's request. Samuel Bagenstow, a University of Michigan law professor who served as the Justice Department Principal Deputy Assistant Attorney General for the Civil Rights from 2009 to 2011, said autopsy reports are commonly released during the course of criminal investigations without knowing more about the circumstances of the case. He said he could only speculate on possible reasons for Sterling's autopsy report. It may just be a matter of privacy, and I call bullshit on that, and I'll get on that in a moment. Cell phone video of deadly encounters circulated within hours of Sterling's shooting triggered protests in Baton Rouge and beyond. Okay, let's stop right there. Like I said, the article's in the description. You guys can check that out for yourself. But let's go back to that. Was it the second paragraph? Hold on. No, the third. The parish coroner said, did y'all hear me what I said earlier? It's the first time ever, as him being a coroner, that he's seen or heard of someone stealing an autopsy. And that's corruption right there. White supremacy, law enforcement corruption at its finest. Because the police ain't going to cover up some good doing that they get. They quick to gloat about that shit. But they covering up this. This because they know they done some foul shit to that man. Those race soldiers executed that brother in cold blood. And they trying to cover up the fuckery they did. They're trying to cover up, because like I always said, they want to bring up shit in the past to justify he got killed. Oh, well, he got locked up in 2008 on a weed possession, so fuck it, he deserved to die. Like that justifies death. See, that goes to us having to pay attention to the Constitution. That's double jeopardy right there. You cannot punish someone twice on the same offense that they have been punished prior to. You can't do that. You're contradicting the Constitution. That's why I Our melanoid people out there listening, we gotta study this Constitution. Start holding these corrupt ass motherfuckers to the Constitution, because they can't refute that. Your forefathers who were white supremacists, so any of you white supremacists listening getting mad that I keep using the term white supremacy, don't get mad at me. Your forefathers used that. Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson, George Butt Pirate Washington, and Abraham Lincoln, he was a butt pirate too. They were the ones saying we live in a system of white supremacy. You can look, that's a fact. You can Google that. They were always writing and gloating how the white race is superior. They were always preaching white supremacy. So don't get mad at us when we use the term, because your forefathers used it. But this is really foul, man. Y'all see the corruption they're doing, always covering up shit. They doing it in the Corrin Gaines case right now, trying to sweep that lawsuit she had filed against those race soldiers for making her have a miscarriage. Doing that. They always working to cover up shit. You got the suspected white supremacist mayor in North Carolina passing that white supremacy law where the public can no longer view body cams or police dash cam footage. See, this is all white supremacy at its finest. That's why I said we need to replace the system of white supremacy with the system of justice. We must. If they gonna keep killing us with impunity until we get on code and build an economical base, or until we just say fuck it, let's go to war. I mean, I'm about that. You know what I'm saying, if it comes down to that, like I told y'all in my previous video, I ain't scared to die. I don't know about you other motherfuckers, but I'm willing to die for the future of our melanoid race. That's just me. But this is foul. Rest in power, Alder Sterling. And yeah, it's pretty much all I got for right now. Oh wait, no, that ain't. This is off topic, but let me get on this shit. This is really off topic, but it sort of relates. I was talking to this brother at the gym. Yeah, he a decent brother. He's low key soft shoe cooning though. This nigga said we was having a conversation about racism because I gave his cousin the book, The New Jim Crow, Mass Incarceration, The Age of Colorblindness. If you guys never read that, you need to check it out. Written by the beautiful, intelligent Michelle Alexander. And he was like, yeah, I heard you gave my cousin the book to read. I was like, yeah. He said, I read some of that in high school. I was like, word. He was like, yeah, it's a good book. And I was like, so now do you understand why we black people, melanoid people can't be racist? Because we can't control white people's fate and destiny. There aren't all black jurors convicting white Europeans 60 years on their first non-violent drug offense because they had 2 grams of weed. There aren't black policemen working behind with the DEA to make sure we get off for killing Europeans with impunity. We aren't closing European schools and making Europeans walk across gang territories to get to a school all the way across town. We aren't ripping up white Europeans' applications because they have a white sounding name. We aren't denying Europeans personal body care use when they're on their monthly cycles and making them walk to the courtroom with just their panties on. Yeah, that happened to this sister. I forget what state, but you can Google that. That was some real foul shit. Because they're doing some humane shit to us as melanoid people. We don't do that to Europeans. He's like, yeah, I get what you're saying, but you could still be racist because I can say I'm not going to that corner store ran by those Saudi Arabians because I don't want to blow up. Like, do you listen to the fuck? And then it gets better. Then he said, when I gave him all those examples I just said about Europeans, this nigga really gonna say, well, that's just systematic racism. Really, nigga? Like, he said that like that isn't pretty much the only racism that has this corrupt devil white supremacy world thriving. Like, that doesn't affect melanoid thousands, if not millions of melanoid people's life globally. Like, he said that like that wasn't a big, well, that's just system. Like, get your coon ass out of here, nigga. I really had to blast him. I hope he hears this video one day and knows how much of a coon he sounds like. But like I said, that was a little off topic. That was just on my mind. I had to blast that little nigga real quick. Like I said, get in the comments, article in the description, analyze it, read it, like, subscribe, share the video.